I Cool. Well, last time on our Descent game, you guys kind of explored the High Hall Cathedral in earnest. You guys came in through the front doors, as it were, and slew a variety of different demons. On our last session, you guys finished off that group of crabs along with the barbed devil that you guys had been fighting. And then all broke off in different directions and secured civilians and started to explore crypts and explored balconies with extravagant organs on them. You guys found a desecrated altar, which you found all layered and bound with viscera before gathering back together and deciding that you wanted to engage this underground space altogether, where you found the aftermath of what looked like a small skirmish between this baby-faced, kind of disgusting-looking dwarfish person with gray skin and chitinous armor. His hellhounds and the other Hellrider guards in the area already slain. You guys did a bit of exploring and managed to turn the corner and immediately find a whole room full of 150 survivors or so. The remnants of the Hell Rider Guard and a single religious person of some description holding a book with gray hair, um, seemingly in charge, giving orders, people responding to her, and half of you decide to stay to find out what the heck is up with all this going on down here, while the other half broke off to hopefully retrieve some civilians from upstairs where they had been left in hopefully a good hiding spot. Um, so it looks like we've got Uverheim, Klobeck, and Vadroth
Do you want me to the map for
in
us?
this. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and put that on there. Da 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 da. There we go. So this is our downstairs view. We've got Uverheim and Klobeck and Vadroth in this main area, seemingly checking things out and maybe beginning an interrogation of this religious person. Looks like we have Roshia off in the hallway, kind of drifting between both groups, keeping her elf ears open, and we have Pippi and Voxmillion and Captain Mantlemorn headed for the first floor once again. So let's start with the three in the main crypt area, Klobeck and Vadroth. What would you guys like to do?
Um, so remind us again, this religious person brought out this book. Did she make any requests of us or anything? Did she really tell us what was going on, or did we just essentially enter the room and she greeted us?
Um, as I remember, yeah, she gave you kind of like a magical appraisal. She checked through the book you saw, and her eyes glittered with magic for a moment as she seemed to give you a once over, and then seemingly gave the word to let you all in, but hasn't engaged you further. She's rebound that book she had and just is kind of like holding against her chest, and has seemingly like moved on from the task of making sure that you guys were on the level, and is now chatting with one of the other civilians in this area. And like I said last time too, this map doesn't really communicate the whole picture here. There are probably about 150 or so survivors in this large open chamber. The walls, those spaces that seem to be carved out, are all like clusters of upright tombs. There's like some very simple caskets that seem to be leaned up against the wall in those spaces, and most of them made out of stone, seemingly like not recent. This seems to be a part of the crypt where people were interred long term.
Um, yeah, I will, um, speak to this guard here, right nearest me, and say, I'm kind of overwhelmed with, I didn't expect this many people to be surviving here in this crypt, and say, how long have you all been down here?
He kind of looks at you for a second and is like, "Man, you don't know?" Um, and he responds. He'll just say like, "Well, we've been down here for about a month already. Uh, are you new?"
Well, I've had a lot of, anyways, uh, but you, this many people down here. How are you surviving? And they haven't discovered you at all?
It wasn't always like this. This is just the way it's been for the last few days. We had most of the cathedral up above, along with its food stores, until just this most recent attack. In fact, he kind of like wearily looks over his shoulders to some of the other guards. Like we had twice as many men before this. I honestly don't know what our next steps are going to be. We used to be able to just send expeditions out to retrieve what food we could find, but I'm not sure what our options are anymore.
And by expeditions out, you mean leaving the cathedral proper, yes?
Yeah, we would send small teams, some of our quickest, some of our stealthiest people to hopefully retrieve food. We haven't seen from our last expedition, and uh, obviously things are looking grim here. I
Yes.
really feel that if Grand Duke Older Ravengard had returned, we might have fared a little bit better, but we haven't heard from him in quite a time.
Uh, being a number of days or weeks?
Uh, you can see him kind of like struggle with that question for a second, and even like maybe count a few times on his gauntleted fingers, and he's like, maybe like a week and a half.
Understand. Well, so what's left of you and your company, you've been safe down here in the crypts, is that correct? Have you had any incursions by any of the demons or fiends?
Well, um, we had just finished battle with. I'm sure you passed him on the way in. That horrid baby creature, whatever it was.
Yes, he looked like might have seen some company before us.
We managed to wound him and assumed he might pass on his own. We were hoping, at least. We lost a few more good men dealing with him.
Um, and I think uh, at this point, Vadroth is gonna kind of like, you see his eyebrows raised, like you just notice something um, unseen by the others, and say, so as far as you know, this area is safe, correct? I mean, obviously you're gathering here because it's the safest place, but there's, no real way in or out other than those stairs to the main entry, correct?
You see him kind of like raise his eyebrows for a second and just like he's not even really probably taking in this whole situation himself. So you see him sigh a bit and he's like, well, safe. I mean, that's a pretty relative term here, but it's the least accessible.
Well, I just say because it seems like uh, we have some more company upstairs. I put a few wards on the entrance of the cathedral that would alert me to the presence of any unwanted visitors, and I just now discovered that they've been activated.
Oh, fun.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Uh, yeah.
so he just like, all right, we'd better tell the priestess if we're gonna
Tell
send
us.
anybody up there, then we need to be ready. And
Yes, and you
he
need to do it with haste.
Yeah, and he'll
on
he'll
my
like
spell.
wave at this religious person, and he calls her. He calls her as acolyte Jenkins. Um, please, and he'll just direct her towards you, Vedra. And she'll come over just kind of like very, I mean, like I said before too, she's got very gray hair. She seems like she's in her later years, seemingly human. So you could assume that maybe even in the twilight years of her life. Um, and she's just like dirty with sweat and grime at this point. Her hair even a little bit matted. You can tell without even having to look that hard. She's been hard at work down here, and she just comes to you for a moment. You're like, yes, something, an emergency.
Yes, I just notified one of your men here that it seemed that uh, somebody or something has set off a few wards that I set at the entrance to the cathedral. These would be unwelcome guests. We had some civilians upstairs, but my ward excluded them, and they were um, alerted to their presence. They would not have set them off. Um, so we have civilians upstairs and unwelcome visitors.
Say
Uh,
no more. How many men do you think you need?
there's no way of knowing, but
All of them.
I also
Oh, 300.
as many as you can spare. I understand that um, there's seems to be one entrance to this crypt, as far as I'm telling from your men. So I think you can probably spare no expense if they make it through your men up there. They're going to make it down here.
Mhm.
Um, do you eh, have any advice to give in fighting any of these people? It seems like you've been at war with them for a while. Your your guard here said you were really missing one of the spiritual leaders, and that you might have been in a better spot with them. Is there something that he was doing that was taking care of these fiends?
All I can tell you is these fountains behind us. They're uh, they're producing holy water. Take as many as you can, and take these two guardmen. She points to the two who are behind you. Take some flasks. Take my two men, and please deal with whatever these intruders are before returning.
Oh,
I would have already started running as soon as he said that to her in the first place. Just putting that out
Okay.
there.
All right.
Like I
So
would not have left them.
I'll just ask real quick then for Klobek and Vadroth, is your intention to stay and continue talking, or are you guys going to gather with these soldiers and go immediately?
Uh, my intention is to gather with the soldiers. Like you said, holy water and go.
Yeah.
I'm a little perturbed that they're only sending us with two.
So you can see on these two soldiers' equipment belts, they already have about one or two flasks of holy water each. And without even like missing a beat, as soon as she directs them to move, they move. So they'll start moving up this direction towards the north of this chamber.
I'm so mad at the amount of money I invested in holy water. And the fucking fountain of it right here. Jesus
Roshia would just be like,
Christ.
"Grab me some," while I run away. just
Okay.
grab me some.
Yeah, and I will, as I am passing here, I'm going to ask any of these guards if they have either flasks, empty flasks that I can fill, or any of the other ones, the ones that are not accompanying us.
Yeah, and likewise, you see these guys also have what seems like a small flasks of holy water, and three of them each take their time to toss one of them from their belts to you as you breeze by and request. And then also this acolyte, Jenkins is what they referred to her as, says, as far as advice, don't surrender.
Yes, and as far as my advice to you, put your soldiers at the front if they get down here through the crypt, because I imagine if they're deep enough into the cathedral, they'll see where we came from, and you'll have very unwelcome guests if they make it through us.
I promise you, we'll stand as ready as we're able.
Okay. And then I am going to skedaddle.
Don't die. Bye.
Uberheim's just going to be like, "Okay, mammals. I guess I'll go kill more mammals," and he'll go off with you. Quebec, what are you up to?
Klobek's gonna take his time getting holy water. Maybe take a sip of it.
Ooh.
Maybe take a
compared to
swig of it.
inside.
All right.
If it doesn't destroy me.
He dies
Sure, yeah, I don't
immediately.
think holy water has any effect on Fae necessarily, but I mean, check on that.
But not Klobek? I mean,
There's nothing personal against
burns
me.
his
Fiend
soul.
or
and
undead
blood.
only.
Yeah.
Ow.
So you're neither of those things. You're doing okay as you take a sip of this holy water, and you notice nobody even really like bats an eye. The acolyte doesn't move to stop you. And as you even scoop, how many flasks of holy water would you like to try to take?
I'm gonna sit here, taking my time. How many did other people take? Any?
So
I'm gonna
nobody
take
besides you
a good
actually
chunk.
dipped any. Yeah,
All right, give me like 5.
5. Okay, so we'll say that takes probably 2 or 3 minutes to do that.
How many did Vedra get?
3. So he had several of the guards toss him a vial each.
3. Okay, I'm just
Um,
trying to keep track.
Yes.
5.
So yeah, I'll move these guys up here with you guys. These soldiers are gonna kind of retake their position. No worries about getting through them. Klobek, they've obviously, even though they kind of, gave you a wary inspection, they've determined you're at least not a fiend for now, and that means +1 to the numbers. So you can take that time. So for the others, you guys hear, obviously the shuffle of heavy equipment and the footsteps as your friend approach from the rear as you're about to go up these steps.
I'm so sorry. Say one more time.
Oh, I was just saying, so for like Pippi and Voxmillion and Captain Mantlemorn up here in front, you guys are about to ascend the stairs
Mhm.
as you hear like heavy footsteps and the shuffling of equipment behind you, and you see Vedroth kind of round the corner with a pair of Hellguard soldiers behind him.
I'm first, technically.
You're first.
That's the wrong direction.
I'll
I
just
don't
look,
know which way I'm going.
There you go. I'll move you down with the people. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I'll just look back and be like, "What's going on?"
Oh, here. Hold on. There you go. Tell him, Vedra.
Sorry, I was just reading something about myself. There's some unwelcome guest that triggered my alarm that I set in the entrance of the cathedral. We have a few men here with us, but I would expect these characters are looking for a fight. There's many refugees in that room. I think it's in our best interest to keep the distance between them and the fiends as great as we can.
Yeah. As soon as you said your alarm went off, I would be kind of walking, like, trying to like listen, but immediately would start making my way up, very concerned about the halfling people.
Yep.
Yeah, Mantlemorn would be following right on your heels.
I'm going.
So,
Still-
just to
Still
be
don't know my
clear,
way.
we have pretty much everybody here going up top then, with haste.
Yeah.
Klobek will say, with just the time it took them to, get around the corner and explain what's happening, you're filling your 3rd vial, so I assume, will you be trying to head in that direction also, or what are you up to?
Yeah, I'm gonna awkwardly shuffle through those guards with my file of all,
Oh,
trials.
Klobek.
All 5.
As we get
Feeling like I got loot.
as we get to like the front up here, I will stop for a second. I'll turn around and I'll just look at everyone and like put my arms out almost to touch their shoulders. But I'll say, "It's all right. We got this. Let's just focus one enemy down at a time and move on to the next." And I will cast bless at a 2nd level. So that would be 4 targets. So it's going to be Pippi, Shit, how many players are there? There's 6 of us.
Yeah. So
Do what you
everybody
have
would be
to
in
do.
range
Not on me.
besides Kolbeck at this point.
I will do. Klobeck's not within range.
Right.
I would wait for Klobeck to get here because I want to be sure I get Klobeck for sure.
Okay. Well then, yeah, we'll say Kolbeck
end up
joins you
waiting a while.
after.
Where the hell is Klobeck?
Yeah, a minute passes.
Oh,
2
a
minute
whole
passes.
minute passes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he took a minute to get the vial.
I will yell at someone to say, "Go get Klobeck right now. We gotta go."
Yeah. I mean, he would probably be like halfway to you by the time
Okay.
you send someone to go
Okay.
get him. So I mean, we could say they meet in the hallway after like a minute of realizing he's not there.
Fair enough. I will.
Ryan would've got him.
Klobeck.
I will bless myself, Roshia, Vaydroth, and Klobeck.
Okay.
For
So for the 4 of you, please remember that because I won't keep track. There's too many players.
I'll
too
keep
many
track.
things
Okay.
going on.
And what is the effective?
it's
plus
a
again?
D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
To all attack rolls.
All attack rolls and all saving throws until I lose concentration.
Oh, wait. So Pippi isn't?
Pippi
I'm
is
No,
trying
not.
to
he
keep
hates
track
me.
on who.
No,
Okay,
because you can
so-
sustain damage. I need these guys to make sure they make their saves. And I need it so I can maintain the spell. Klobeck needs it for sneak attack. Vaydroth so I can hit
Likely
his spells, and
story.
Rashid because she has multiple attacks. You're a tank, bro.
I came
Alright.
with you, Voxy,
Plus, I hate you.
to save the people. I want you to know I volunteered first. Actually, I didn't even volunteer.
Voxamillion didn't even notice you
were.
were there. You're too short. You're not my eyesight.
That's not even true. I was talking in your ear
Damn.
the whole way.
I was not paying attention to you whatsoever.
All right, I'm gonna
All right.
move us all to this other map
Get
so
some
that
silver.
y'all can see what the book is going on.
It's my last second level spell too.
Where is
So
my
we'll say,
key?
oh hey, I need
here's
to
the key.
probably like have a couple of Hellguard soldiers on here too, Hellrider soldiers, since y'all have convinced a few of them to come with you. There we go.
Hey,
And
so,
Alright.
so
Once
I,
I
there
get
we go.
sorry.
I did a cool thing if you guys want to check out the Twitch stream.
Kyle, figure it out.
Do the
Um,
thing.
Do the thing.
Oh,
What I
shit,
was
no,
gonna
my
say
windows
is
are out
once
of
we get
order.
to the top, I want to be stealthy myself at least. Once we get like to the
Well,
opening.
I will say, yeah, you can definitely take a stealthy stance, but especially these Hell Rider soldiers are not being stealthy at all. I mean, you can tell they're pretty battle worn at this point, and they're all out of fucks to give. They didn't even like bat an eye when it was their turn to go upstairs. So they're moving. They're just moving. But boy, where did my stuff go? Come back. All right, so I'm gonna move you guys to this map here. Please don't move around too much, because I need to make sure my encounter is correct. You guys arrive up there, and you guys, how many of these guys can you see? You can see pretty much all of them, right?
The
I
bad
see.
guys?
I see
Three enemy-looking
I
things.
see a bad guy down behind.
Yeah, I see one
the
down, then two
pillar
to the
my
right.
South.
Very, very good. Yeah, so
Nice.
you see
Okay.
a pair of what looks like human figures. One, as you said, down here to the south, and one off to the east. They both seem to just be kind of like, kind of hunched halfway over on themselves, and you're close enough to this one to the south. You can hear he's just kind of like softly whispering and maybe even gibbering a bit to himself.
Maniacs.
Can you guys
We're
can
probably
you guys
just
put this
seeking
little
refuge.
shield thing on your dude for bless,
Put bless on me.
so I can be sure and remind you if you don't remember?
Put it
Let
on
me
me.
go ahead and put these Hell Rider soldiers in here.
Do you want me to play Uberheim, by the way?
Yes, that would be super helpful. We're going to go pretty much straight into combat here. As I said, the Hell Rider Guard are not
I think there's only one shield.
really interested in moving around all that quietly. Boy, what was their stat block?
And Vaydroth has blessed.
Well, I can't give
Well,
Blaze.
Gotta
Vaydroth
put your
is
shield
gold.
on, Vaydroth.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you click your icon and hit the circle thing, it'll give you a bunch of icons to pick from. Put that
All
little
right,
shield.
so Roshia, you said you wanted to go stealthy, so go ahead and give me that stealth roll, and we'll use that for like the first round in terms of whether they'll be able to see you or not. And then for everyone else, I would like you guys to please roll initiative.
Stealth. Ooh, come on. I could have done a little better.
Do you want us to call them out or what?
Yes, please.
Voxmillion got a
18.
16.
16,
Pippi with an 18.
18,
Maybe draw 14.
Uverheim.
May I have advantage?
Uverheim has
Oh.
6.
6.
10.
What's your roll without? Okay, 10. Not bad. Not terrible.
Just
And
gonna roll to
Roshia?
have it. So my stealth was 16 and my initiative is dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, and for a total of like 25.
Initiative is +8, so. Oh, wait.
It was a
Oh,
dirty
yeah, you-
20 altogether.
Oh, and
altogether.
oh, you rolled a 12. Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
yes.
Understood. All right. Then, here, I'm also gonna mark a few of these guys.
I did my own math this time, okay?
I appreciate that. I'm sorry. I'll just carry it as you calls it. All right. So
I
let's
was,
see
like,
what this guy rolls.
kind of behind the thumb or something.
And what was your stealth roll one more time? Sorry.
Oh my god.
16. Not the
16.
best, but it's something.
Yeah. So
I assumed the
first
guards were like
one-
in the back, so I was trying to be like quick and sneaky, but I don't know if it worked.
So for the most part, you guys all emerged, quickly, one at a time, but with haste, as was said.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, right away, this guy is going to notice, and will run up to you, Vedroth,
Oh, there's
and
more.
will make an.
Alright, I'm turning down Mr. Rhythm here.
Rhythm
yeah.
is kind of loud.
Brand new bot.
Just-
Got to turn it down from 100.
Yeah, I turned it down too.
Just a little bit.
So it'll make its first attack on you. That is a 7 to hit. I assume that doesn't hit.
Fortunately,
Ah.
no. Or else I would have bigger problems.
Second attack,
Fortunately.
19 to hit.
19 to hit.
Yes, as he slashes out with
Absolutely.
the scimitar. Take
Ooh.
5 slashing damage,
Uh-huh.
and then he will also take another attack with an offhanded dagger. That is a 12.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. So, yeah, you guys see this sort of not super well equipped, but obviously like scarred and leathery skinned human kind of come out from the shadows and immediately withdraw scimitar and dagger to make his attacks. Next up is going to be this devil off to the right, who
The spiny one.
the spiny boy. Yeah, you guys,
Spiny
for all the
boy.
people who see him, you would recognize him immediately. This is the sort of not even rank and file, but maybe even lower than that. Spined devil, the one that was hanging out with Amric in Baldur's Gate. But you can see it's sort of barking at these humanoids and pointing a clawed finger at them and then at you. And it's actually going to move up this way. It's going to take to the air and fly up to this position. And the next up
Why?
is Roshia, followed by
I don't think
Pippi.
I've ever seen those ones. Why?
Which one flew? The spiny thing flew?
Yeah.
The spiny boy flew. Yep. You guys would have seen this, and in fact, when you blew up your very first one on Amric's ship, it did
Yeah.
attempt to fly by and get
Oh, I
away
remember
before
that.
it was thunder blown up.
Oh, okay. Since I'm sorry, I keep forgetting and I can't ever find it in my notes. I write it, but is the spiny devil hit well with my normal arrows?
You're not sure. I don't think you
don't
had
freaking remember.
your silver
I
arrows
feel like
when
I
you
hit
got
one,
these
but-
guys.
Either good thing I have extra shots, so I'll
Roll
shoot.
me a quick history check.
I feel like we
I feel like we've
encountered
been
one
fighting them
again.
several times
I
for the
just
past
can't find my
3
freaking note.
sessions.
What check?
History, just a quick history.
7. I don't know.
7. I mean, it's true. The DC on this was really low because you guys have been fighting him over and over again. So yeah, you do remember that silver arrows work great on these guys.
Silver disc. Okay. So, I need to
Just
write
without,
your
if
note.
you
I need-
if you roll like a 1 or something, you'd have like an ADHD moment and just like, I don't know.
Fuck it. Alright. So I gotta get all my extra stuff with my dread embouchure.
And I'll probably stick to that convention moving forward. If you guys can't remember, I'll have you do like a history check before giving away hints.
Okay. I can see him, so I'm assuming I have a fair shot at him. Do I have to move?
Against
Is
who?
it I'm gonna go for the Spine Devil first.
Yeah, so there's this structure, this like large pillar in the way. Are you able to see
It's
that
still
there?
in the way. Okay. Yeah. I just didn't know since I could see him technically if that was fully in the way or not.
That's because Kolbeck sees him.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. Well, then I will step.
You guys have the
Is-
added complexity of sharing a monitor.
Yep. Is the hand like a platform that I could stand on?
Yeah, it is. So you guys would have emerged out of the palm of this hand, where
Yeah.
this like trap door had been opened. It's currently sitting open, so you guys could like get out
It's
onto one
flat.
of the fingers. Yeah, it was open like
Cool.
this. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna step on the hand.
Yeah,
I
you would
should
have
be able to see
emerged
it now.
onto the hand.
Okay, so. Boom, boom, I'm-
Still with that cut off there.
Really?
Like, can you see that? Can you see that yellow line
yeah.
and how it kind of passes through that wall? I would say you could shoot at him, and he might just get like 3/4 covered.
I want to give him cover. I just wanted to.
Move here.
Yeah, there's plenty of more places for you to be.
Is the hand, the fingers big enough to hold me?
Yeah, this is like a massive,
Okay.
pretty much as large as
Hi.
it is on the map there is as large as you would consider it to be.
I'm gonna
So
move to this finger.
since your token fits on the finger, like it's wide enough probably to support you.
We're
Cool.
getting an
Hop-
Uberheim.
Oh yay, Uberheim's coming.
Oh, good.
All right. Extra. You can make an addition.
When
So I
Ethan-
get.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just thinking out loud. I get 3 attacks on this one with my Dread Embouchure, and I get an extra D8 on one of them.
And you get to roll D4 on each attack. You're blessed.
Yeah, and it's going after the devil with silver on each one so far.
Okay.
I can't read these dice. These ones suck. Pikes suck. 29. It's very high. 31 to hit.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that for sure hits.
I'm gonna re-roll my damage die with my piercer because it's a 2. That's
You more
better.
than doubled his AC.
5, 10, plus the extra 15 for the first hit.
All right, 15 silvered piercing damage.
Alright, next. Second hit. 25 to hit.
Super hits.
Actually, well, even more. The D4 is so much more. But that's gonna be 9 damage.
9 damage.
And last one. And they all 3 go at the same time, technically.
Mm-hmm.
24 to hit. And
Yeah, that hits.
11 damage on the last one.
11 damage, exactly the amount of damage you needed to kill him with all 3 of your shots.
Dude, good job, Paige.
You release
all
these
in the neck.
3 arrows, yeah, and it just pierces up through its neck and into its skull. It doesn't even let out a sound because these arrows are so instantly in its head. It just crumples to the floor from its space up in the air. Anything else for you?
That's all I can do.
All
I'm
right,
done.
next up then is Pippi, followed by one of these soldiers, and then it'll be Voxmillion.
Alrighty. I'm going to move. Yeah, I'm going to move right behind green. So I'm flanking. Alright, I'm going to attack you. I'm going to bonus action rage first.
Okay, bonus action rage.
So that's a bolt of light shoots through my chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 of radiant damage, and be blinded until the next turn. So,
Okay.
I will do that on. I'll do that on red.
On red. And so,
Right.
sorry, he needs to do a what kind of thing?
Con save.
On save. Okay. He rolled a 16.
I think that actually beats it. I think it's a 15. Let me just scroll down. Nope, my DC is 13. So yep, he beats it.
Okay. Anything happen if he beats it, or just nothing at all?
Or take nothing,
Nothing. Okay.
nada. But I can
Alright.
use that every bonus action until my
Great.
rage ends. All right, so let's see. So magical slashing damage. My attack is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. Let's see. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 magical slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 cold damage.
All right. Very good. Yeah, you slash into this guy, and it reacts as you would expect flesh to. Anything else for you? Second attack?
Yes, I lied because I didn't do that with advantage. So I rolled again and I got a natural 20.
Hey.
Nice. Okay, so then that would be 26 damage plus another 3 for your cold.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
So I do that.
Have it
instead.
recorded.
Wouldn't you minus rage and minus strength first? Because you only double dice?
Oh yeah, so my strength or my rage is 2.
And your
strength
strength
is-
is
And my
3?
and then my weapon says +4. You know,
Oh,
like it's
okay.
2d6
so
plus
would have
4.
been 6 less damage than that. Cool. Okay, I have it.
Okay, is he alive?
He's definitely alive. He's pretty sturdy. You slice into him, and he doesn't seem to react. In fact, it almost seems like he's not feeling it as you slash into his body.
That's not very good. But I'm gonna attack him again, which is 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, this is a good hit, but if he's immune to me, which would suck. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 magical slashing damage
Yeah, very solid hit.
and 5 cold.
Very good.
Would I notice if
Right.
I'm doing anything to him?
Yeah, when you slice into him, you know it carves apart his equipment. It carves apart his flesh. You see blood pouring from these wounds, and the little bits of ice crystals, forming around them where you slash with this frost brand. He just doesn't seem to mind.
Yeah.
He's not reacting to the obvious pain you're inflicting on him.
So he's
Oh,
either
maybe
super
they're
tough
just
or just
spell-
mentally fucked.
Yeah,
Got
like
it.
undead or
something
just
else.
being controlled. Yeah,
I said they were maniacs.
yeah. I
And
feel like they just
maniacs
aren't
even.
in control. Yeah. Ooh.
That's my action, or that's my thing.
All right. This soldier is going to move up and make his attacks against this guy. He's going to be making attacks with a longsword.
Don't die! Don't die! Don't die!
Wow, natural 20 for his first roll.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's see how he does. Poorly. Very poorly. Wow. All right. That's disappointing.
Oh.
He rolled a 1
no.
on his damage.
Oh, boy.
So
Oh, there's
he
even-
did
Nice.
a total of 4 damage to this guy.
Amanda, if you want to activate your camera.
I will do that now.
Make a
Cool.
second attack. That
That
will
will
miss.
miss.
All right, and that is the end of
Oh,
the soldier's
shit.
turn. Next up then is Voxmillion, followed by Vadroth.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. How does this happen every time? I don't
You've
understand.
been promoted to DM.
So I know, right?
Yeah.
That's okay.
We'll fix
So is it? How much movement is it if I move over the big black square, or can I?
You would need to step around it. It's like an open
Pit.
hole. Yeah, it's a pit where they've taken the cover off of it.
So-
and you need to use the ladder to get down.
To go past red, would this be 20 feet then to get to the square?
Yes, we'll call that 20 feet.
Okay.
Because it's an ally. He's willing to let you by, so.
Okay, and then I'll move my additional 10 to here, so that'll be my 30 foot of movement. As
Mhm.
I move by, crap, was it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
As I move by, ooh, there's another dude here. Was he here last time?
This is
I
a
can't see
very
anyone.
spooked out gentleman that you guys had to kind of guide by
oh
the hand.
yes, that's right, that's right. Okay, so
Yeah.
as I'm like running past his first guard, I say, I'll get the ones we brought in, and I will cast on the green dot dude, Told the Dead. So a wisdom saving throw, please, of 16.
Okay. Wisdom save.
That's not good.
17.
Passes, takes no damage, and I action
Try.
bonus action move. That's it. Well, if I'm able, I look over and say, "Come on, quick, this way!" And I'll kind of gesture them towards me.
Okay.
And
I
that'll
actually
be
have to
my
make a
turn.
roll for that. So give me one moment, though. Because he has that of his own. He was an H8. Alright, so I need to do...
Let's.
Soldier stat block. Yeah, he passes, and so he will look at you with attention and start
Oh.
looking like he's like gathering people together
Ow.
to like begin moving them.
Cool.
Oh, good.
All right, let me get back to my encounter tracker here. Next up then is Vadroth, and then Klebeck's on deck after that.
Okay. I am going to kind of reach down and touch where I was slashed at, and get a little blood off my armor and splash it on this guy in front of me and say, at least I could fucking feel something. And that is going to be vicious mockery upon him.
All right, so that's a
and-
whiz save.
I believe so. Let me double check. Should be. Yes. Wisdom save.
He rolled an 18.
Dang.
He sure does save.
All right,
He's so wise.
Affected shit.
he's not
so
wise. He's just got hot dice.
hot dice. Well,
Rolled a 15 plus 2 and then a 16 plus 2.
Will you change your dice, please?
I'm using D&D Beyond tonight, so
We change it?
you
It's a different die every time.
I'll refresh the page.
Yes.
I'll change the die. I'll make it the blood die next time.
Nice.
Oh.
Dice can be
So
rolling today.
I'm going to attempt to
Pretty.
leave his space, taking
Okay.
an attack of opportunity.
All right. Yes, he will take that attack with his scimitar. Does a 22 hit?
Sure does, man.
Then that'll be another 6 slashing damage as he just goes "Ah!" and slashes at you. Like, you're not even sure what if he was trying to speak or if he was surprised. He just kind of yelps at you. Anything else?
You said 6, correct?
Yeah, 6 slashing damage.
So, yes, I'm going to increase the distance that I am from him. And get
Good
kind
idea.
of- Oh, I'll land. I'll land.
All right. Anything else for you?
No, sir.
All right. This gentleman is going to make his way around and over here behind the soldier.
I will attack him.
Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and make that attack.
You can do that and fail. Just kidding. His reaction to make it so your attack doesn't do any damage.
I missed
No.
What did you roll?
Oh, there
a
you go.
6.
Yeah, you missed. So unfortunately, even though you take a swing at him and on his way by, he does make it past you, and he'll be making those attacks against the soldier with advantage, flanking him. First attack coming through.
Did Vaydroth do an attack, or did you do some sort of spell save? I'm sorry, it's fixing OBS.
It was vicious
Vicious-
mockery.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, never mind.
So he
That
rolled the
definitely
save and
hits,
passed.
and that does his damage. He'll make his second attack again with advantage. That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Dang,
fuck.
all the natural 20s.
Wait, who is he attacking?
He is
Guard.
attacking the
Guard.
soldier.
Oh, okay.
We're
And
guards.
unfortunately, with 2 slashes to the back, this soldier goes down.
Okay.
Well, fuck.
He will not move because that was all of his movement, but that was the next NPC to go. Next up is Klobeck with
I told
Uberheim
him
on
not
deck.
to die, and he
They
died.
tried their best. You know, he had an AC of 18, but rolling with advantage with a high enough modifier, and it was not to be.
Remind me to steal his holy water, everyone, when we are done.
Quebec is trying to stuff holy waters into his pockets.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
It's
I
not
guess I
always
stuff one into my pocket.
Okay.
I'll go 5 to here and 5 to there. And I'll run over to here. And I'll
Mhm.
headbutt this guy with my horns.
That's a good spot.
Okay.
Add a D4.
Is our red dude dead? Is that who died?
Our,
Oh no,
our
the blue.
guy
I
died.
see him.
Mhm.
Our blue guy.
You had
That
advantage
is
as well,
22
right?
to hit.
With Pippi.
I rolled
Okay.
advantage. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
All right. And my damage is 3.
3 damage on the green guy. You got
I
it.
should have smashed him
And I'm
with
gonna
the
move
holy
over.
water. Just like headbutt with the holy water into his face.
Just like hold it against your own forehead.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like, yeah. That would have been hilarious.
You don't get sneak attack with your headbutt?
Now, sneak attack requires using a weapon.
God.
Next
You're
up
trying to die,
then
aren't you?
Is this,
I'm
this
trying to put away
soldier
my holy water.
who's going to move into that space and make his
I'm just
attacks
trying to
with
be realistic
advantage.
about my situation.
That's true. I like
I
that.
have a handful of holy water.
I like that.
Wow, he rolled absolute shit.
I
But
thought you were
he's
gonna
gonna
say
try again.
another 20.
He rolled a 2 and a 3 with advantage, but he's
Woof.
going to make a second attack with advantage and roll a 4 and a 7.
God.
Jesus Christ, dude! All
Holy
right.
shit.
Next up then is
Bottom of the barrel.
this guy who's going to
NPCs.
sprint. He's going to he's got that much movement. He's going to go all the way up to. No wait, that's a different guy. Hold on, let
Hey,
me
can
get
I
his
ask
stat
where
block.
Mantelmorn is? She came with us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, and I even have her on the initiative order. She's after Uberheim, so let me go ahead and put her on the
He's
map.
still climbing up the ladder.
She's coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. She's coming up the ladder behind you. But yeah, this guy, he will use his dash action and move all the way up to here, just kind of like putting his arms up in the air and going, "Wah!" You know, as he runs straight towards you. They don't seem to be speaking any language you're familiar with, but next
Fun.
up is Uberheim, followed by Mantelmorn, and then we'll be back at the top of the round.
So
Mantelmorn making out with the guard.
my Chrome
Yes.
decided to just freak out, so I'm just gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself because I can't see what I'm doing right now. So that's my turn.
Oh, okay. I can tell you are within 20 foot of an enemy. If you want to try to make a melee attack or a spell attack, you just let me know.
You do chilling touch.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, there. Now I can actually see. It's really
The
laggy.
Boomer blade.
Am I able to get on the other side of that guard? Let's see, 25 feet, but plus 5 to move through a space. So could I flank with Klobeck possibly, or is that too much of a
Nope, that's fine. Yeah, to use the
Okay.
extra 5 feet to get through the willing participant, that would give you your full 30.
This
but you
actually
could
seems
get
like
there.
an awful idea, but I've committed already.
It's a good idea.
I'm gonna die.
Great.
Anyway, I remembered that I actually I don't think I ever used that holy water. Like I've supposedly I had it before, but I never actually used it. And I think about it, right?
Well,
Is it in your
luck
inventory?
because we have fountains of holy water.
We have
that-
fountains underneath here, so use it.
Yeah,
Use it.
you
Okay.
missed that. There's literally a fountain that just is producing it.
2
Oh,
fountains.
okay, cool,
2 fountains.
perfect.
Ooh, fountains.
Well, then, anyway, I will do a Warhammer attack on this guy with advantage,
Okay.
which is good because I rolled shit both times. Great. 12, I assume, does not hit.
Unfortunately, does not hit.
Oh.
Cool. That's my turn, and now I'm in a very bad position.
All right. Next up, you're going to see Captain Mantlemorn, Drea Mantlemorn, crawl out of the ladder behind you guys, where she definitely was. And boy, where can she go? This is pretty crowded. I guess she's just going to engage with this guy. She's going to try and move as tactically as she can and be on the other side of him there. And we'll make her longsword attacks. Nope, that's a 12. And her second is actually hits. That's good. Good job, Rhea. You did it. And max damage too to go with that. So she
Nice.
slashes at Blue, who is this man, for this much damage. Yeah, even though she, makes both of these longsword attacks, her slash seemingly and same thing. Like he just doesn't react. It's shallower than maybe she expected, but he's not reacting to the pain whatsoever. Next up is going to be Green, who
Oh, no.
will. What will Green do?
Who hit him for the most damage?
Yeah, I think that was Pippi. Pippi hit him for the most damage, so he'll turn
Would
to
be
Pippi
me.
and make those attacks.
So that means he cares the least about her.
Is there some ad or what is this song?
Yeah, this is a bit.
R&B.
This is
We're
beautiful.
getting into a groovy mood.
The hell is this?
No, we're getting into a rhythmic mood.
First attack is going to be an 18 to hit.
I believe so.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes, I hit.
There we go.
changed real
That seems
quick.
All
Alright,
right.
more like what it
5
should be.
slashing damage.
Halved.
Ow.
You got to have it yourself. Yep.
Yes, I have it myself.
Yes, you have it
2?
yourself. So 2.
Okay.
Second
Thank
attack
you.
is an 18 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I'm rolling on the wrong character sheet. Give me a second.
A little lower.
Well, thankfully it's the same amount to hit and the same hit die. So another 5, half to 2,
Okay.
and then he will also strike out with his dagger with a
What?
13 to hit. I assume that doesn't hit.
That misses.
All right, that's going to be his turn. Next up is this very spooked out soldier who is going to move through here and is actually going to take some time and make an attack against this red character.
Oh, he's gonna be brave.
He's going to be brave. He
I'm so proud of
heard,
him.
Voximillion's and instructions of trying to keep these people safe and get them moved, so he's trying to create a corridor for them. He will, let's see, he is this stat block.
We love him. He's great.
He's so
I
good.
have to
but
find his
he
name. I
rolled
do
a
have his
7 to
name.
hit,
Oh no,
and rolled an 18 to hit. So actually, that second one hits. So,
Trevik, I think is his name.
boy.
Trevor.
All right. So
Poor
yeah,
guy.
he also makes an attack that goes real shallow, not doing
Oh.
very much damage at all.
I wonder how many of the
and
children he did this to.
That is all that
Oh.
he has. So next up is Roshia, followed by Pippi.
Can I still use the holy water on my arrow? I said it before, I don't know if it's still acceptable.
What is the dip action?
The holy
that-
water
is that
does not have a
bonus
dip.
action?
It
You
doesn't have
allowed it
one.
previously, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
what was it? We were
so-
using like poison rules though. So what
Yeah.
was the poison dip rules for 5e?
it's an action.
I think, yeah.
Oh God!
I read it
there's
So
one in
earlier.
here.
the sort of thing that you could like have done before battle, or you could even do
Okay.
now if you'd like. But otherwise,
just still attack twice for now.
Okay.
If more big bads come in, I'll reevaluate at the moment. I'm going after.
Roshia, you would also notice, since you have this moment to sort of examine and evaluate your options, that two of these guys have one of your arrows already sticking in them,
Yeah,
even though
so
you
they're
haven't
probably-
shot them yet.
Yep, they're probably freaking like undead, dude. I already freaking assumed. Ugh. Oh, I
Or
can
they
grab
set
it
off your
back.
traps.
I
'Cause you
didn't
trapped
do
the
the trap.
Wait a minute.
You did,
Here I am holding my words.
didn't you?
No, I didn't. So now they have more damage. I decided not to do it.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you did do it because I had cordon of arrows down there.
Fuck. Well, let me just mark it then. Fuck it. I'll mark it.
Oh, that sucks.
No,
Sorry,
it
I
doesn't,
did the
and it
damage to
did
them though.
damage. That's
Two,
awesome.
two of them failed their saves, so they got hit by your arrows.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, sure. I
Well,
marked it.
yeah.
It's gone. I decided
I
to
do remember
save.
she said she didn't want to spend the arrows.
I was gonna
My bad,
save
my bad.
everything. It's okay. It's okay. It's in him. He's there.
He's got an arrow in his chest, like
He's-
dead
he's-
center,
Yep,
right below
I'm
the
gonna-
sternum.
The first shot I'll shoot with a regular one at red, just
Okay.
to see what it does.
Sure.
Don't forget to add D4.
I got it. To 31 to hit again.
Yeah, that is.
How many
Super
times can
dupe.
I reroll? Per turn, right? The piercer, once per turn?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm rerolling because it was a 1. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's
Much
a good
better.
one to reroll.
Per turn, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So the first one is 10 damage. And what does it look like? Does it look like it gave the full 10? Even though it doesn't, he doesn't care about it.
Yeah, it impacts, and you see it sink in as far as you are used to, and he just kind of like jolts back from the impact, but no screaming, no nothing.
Okay, so I'll keep with the regular. The second one will be a regular as well.
I'm sorry, how much damage was that?
And
10. And then this is... this die really does... It keeps rolling 19, so it's really nice, but... It's gonna be the 30 to hit and 9
Damn.
damage.
That's like olden levels to hit without the magic weapon.
Hmm.
Yep. I love my attack moments.
So what was the
But,
damage?
9.
9 damage. Yeah, very good.
Yes.
Anything else for you?
And poisoning is an action, not a bonus action, like for the arrow. You said it was a full
Right.
action.
Yeah, if you want to dip
Okay,
it, then you have
cool.
to take that time to dip it.
Okay. So for now, that's all I'm going to do.
Okay. Next up then is Pippi, followed by Voxmillion.
Does Red look at least somewhat damaged?
He has 2 arrows sticking out of him, and otherwise is, well, I guess 3 technically, since he's got that one that it was already there. But yeah, he's actually not looking like he's ready to stop anytime soon. He's fully raring to go.
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action use my rage again on. I'll go blue,
Okay.
so a con save.
On save, he rolled a 21.
He passes.
Brutal.
So I'm going to attack green.
Okay. With advantage.
Yep, that's a 17 plus to
That
attack.
hits.
My magical slashing damage does 6, 10, 11, 12 magical slashing
12 magical slashing. Okay.
and 5 cold.
5 cold. Nice.
Yeah.
Almost max damage on the cold damage.
Yep. Alright, I gotta do it again.
Mhm.
14 plus. I think it was plus
That
7.
hits.
14 plus 7. Alright, my magical slashing is 3, 4, 5, 9 damage.
9 damage. Very good.
And then another 5 cold.
Damn. Yeah, even though he doesn't seem to be reacting to like the individual attacks, he's losing a lot of blood, and you can see the colors start to fade from his face. He seems like he's maybe on his last legs.
Nice. All right, that's it.
All right. Next up then is Voxmillion, followed by Vadroth.
I will run here and holding my shield up with like my right arm, I'm gonna go down and try and do medicine check on the guy that's down to stabilize him.
Okay, go ahead and give me that medicine check.
18 plus 5, 23.
Yeah, you're able to sort of shield him from any further harm, and with that medicine check, yeah, you're able to. I would say you're able to stabilize him. Like that was a very high roll, so
Very good.
you're at least able to staunch the bleeding.
Very good. And I just let me see here. I'll stay put. If I'm so enemies cannot move through us. If I'm here, can that guy move catty corner through us? Can he do that? He can't do that, right?
I would say no. Yeah, for those corner moves, I would say you guys are like effectively making a wall there.
Okay.
So,
That is exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm it. That's it.
all right. Next up then is Vadroth, followed by a couple NPCs, and then Klobeck's on deck.
Yeah, Green's getting an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, baby.
Blast them.
Add a D4.
Blast him. Plus, 20 plus 3, 23 hits.
A natural 20? Yeah, that for sure hits.
No. It was.
Oh, okay. I think did 20 plus 3.
No, it was 20 plus 3. I did I rolled a 13 and I hit DC's plus 7.
Ah, okay.
And
cool.
then you added
Yep,
the
that
plus.
definitely hits.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Gotcha. So hits. 10...
You have Eldritch Blast? I thought you were aren't you a druid? Are you a druid?
No.
No.
I thought
No.
you were a druid. Huh.
No.
Came out of a lamp.
He's a genie.
Yeah.
He's a genie in a bottle, baby.
Druid.
He's not a genius.
Gotta rub me
He's a
the
druid.
right way.
Is 11 force damage.
11 force damage. Yeah, how would
Sexy.
you like to kill this guy with 11 force damage?
Hey,
You know me, that mad dirt clod energy. Just
Yeah.
mad dirt clod.
same thing. Just a hole straight through the center of them. Stand pouring out.
Yeah, you guys see this dirt clod pierce through where an arrow had previously been. It just like pushes it through and expands it like an exit wound, and indeed dirt and sand start to pour out as he like doesn't scream out, doesn't gasp for breath, just kind of like silently falls flat on his face.
Huh.
Anything else for you?
I think I will. I'm gonna take.
Are you level 5 warlock?
Yep.
You have a second Eldritch Blast. Your beam
Right. Oh
splits
my
at level 5.
Goodness.
Boom,
Oh my
boom.
goodness. Praise.
Blah
Praise
blah.
me.
Blast, blast.
So then,
My
so do I
my
have to-
warlock
can I
used
split
to
up
have
with
2 blasts.
movement, or is it like?
Oh, rip in peace.
What- What
can
did
I
you say?
can I split my attacks up with movement?
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah,
Right. Okay.
yep.
I guess it doesn't really matter. So, regardless, I'm going to move to here, and then I'm going to attack red.
Okay.
With my second beam. I'm outside melee range, correct? So, okay. So let's do. That is a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. Rolling damage. That's not a D10. That is going to be 7 force damage. Just another
7
loud
force
crack
damage.
Nice.
here.
Very good.
Right on.
Anything else for you?
No, sir.
All right. Next up is going to be this red humanoid then. He's going to turn and make some attacks against this very brave soldier.
No, he was so brave.
He doesn't want to go
He was
after
so,
me.
so brave.
I just stabilized the dude.
You stabilized the dude, but you didn't slash at him with your long sword.
Oh, come on.
Aww.
So, I mean, thankfully the first one misses,
Oh, that's
so
nice.
no problems there.
He doesn't
Unfortunately,
wanna
the
get rid
second
of you. You
one.
make more things for him to kill.
That's true. Second one hits. And where's his stats? Up here. And he needs to make a save besides that.
We barely
Natural 20
convinced
on
him
his
to be
save.
brave. Oh, yay.
And then the second one hits as well.
Oh, hot, hot.
Ouch! So, yeah, with these first
Oh,
attacks, thankfully the first one misses because the other two land, and he looks down at his chest now, pouring with blood through this heavy armor.
Oh.
And he's looking rough, like maybe on death's door even. Not great. Next up, though, is going to be this red soldier who will move to flank with his captain, and he will make
I'm
his
gonna hold.
attacks with advantage, which is, wow, that's really good. Okay, that for sure hits for nearly max damage on blue. Very good. I'll make a second attack. Oh, that was so close. It was on the 20 and then it rolled over. All right, for another pretty decent damage, and that's going to be his turn. You see him slash into the back of this blue humanoid gibbering bandit? I'm not sure. Next up is Klobeck, followed by another enemy, and then Uverheim.
Flowback is going to
And step over dead people, right?
Yep.
walk to right
did,
here.
did Amanda's video freeze to anyone else and she's like rocking out back and forth?
Oh no, all I see is
Actually-
lines.
Yes.
Yeah,
2D
lines.
lines.
Yeah, I just see lines.
She's
sadly.
like rocking like this to me.
It looks like a chill hop
Yeah.
kind of video.
I put away another holy water file,
Mhm.
and I headbutt this guy. not with advantage this time.
Oh my god.
Headbutt him with the holy water.
You have
I
a
rolled a 9.
You have a D4.
I rolled a 9 with a D4.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Brutal. Yeah, you go to stab
Oh wait,
this
I
guy
have a
with your
bonus.
Yeah.
goat horns.
I have a 13.
That still unfortunately misses.
Aw.
Why did I bless you?
Should have blessed me, my
Um,
friend.
He just
bless
kind
you.
of like gibbers a bit more as he steps out of the way of your headbutt attack. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, next up is going to be this blue guy then who will... Boy, who did the more damage to him between Rhea and this red guy? I think it was the red guy. Rolled more, like, max damage on everything.
Alright.
So he's going to turn and make those attacks against the red soldier. That's a natural 1, so that for sure misses. That is a 21 though, so that for sure hits. For pretty decent damage. And then he'll make his offhand dagger attack. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh. Nope, he's still in the clear. He also takes a massive hit to his stomach as this gibbering gentleman rams this dagger deep into his chest before withdrawing it. And you can see he's also visibly shaken, like almost ready to fall to one knee, but manages to withstand the attack. Next up is Uverheim, followed by a Rhea, and then we're back to the top of the round. I'm gonna mark this scaredy cat soldier with the. I'm gonna make him. I'll give him the yellow color. That's
You're calling him a yellow belly. That's so
He's a-
mean.
he's a coward. Uberheim, you're up, followed by Araya.
Okay, so I will move behind a red, and then I will try to make an attack at him with advantage.
Okay.
18. Okay, that first one was good. So, 25 to hit, I assume.
Yeah, super
That's
dupe
good.
hits.
Okay, and then we will do. Oh, that's with Warhammer with Booming Blade. So we'll do that.
Boom.
Boom.
10 magical damage plus 2 Booming Blade thunder damage.
Okay,
And
so-
if he moves, he takes an additional 2d8.
Okay.
And
Remember that
is my
because
turn.
I won't.
Yep, will do.
All right.
Your camera's going crazy.
Yeah, now
Mine?
it's
Oh,
Ethan's turn.
yeah.
Oh, there you are.
You're
Weird.
being abducted to the digital realm.
Yeah.
Rhea is going to make her attacks with advantage because she's sitting pretty where she is. That's good because that was the one that just ate up. So that hits for really good damage. Attacking blue. Second attack with advantage. Still pretty good. Hitting the second time. Minimum damage. Yeah, so one attack goes deep and one attack goes shallow, but she does her attacks. Next up is the spoopy scaredy cat soldier who is going to unfortunately save on his whiz save. And he will like lose his composure. He'll you see him start to breathe heavily again and kind of take on that panicked state that you guys saw him in once before, and he's going to make his way down this direction.
What? That way?
Unfortunately.
Oh my
yeah,
god, you pussy!
he is running as fast as he can in the most opposite direction he can think of away from the center of this battle.
Does he not know that safety
medic!
is down the hole?
He does not know that safety is down the hole because he was
Okay.
stuck up in a tower when you guys found him.
Okay.
Let's see.
Does
So
he take an
I mean, I would like to
attack
argue that he's obviously
opportunity?
been here for a minute, and it seems that
Nah.
the holy fountains underneath were kind of known to everyone.
they are. I'll just have to tell you in a sense that it's hard to say without giving
That's
it away.
fine.
So
That's fine. No,
this is
don't
an
worry about it.
area that was okay. And so he has, for the purposes of game mechanics, if you'd like to know, he has the frightened mechanic currently, and is moving his best away from battle. He will
Oh.
take the opportunity attack from the guy,
He didn't disengage.
and well, he survives the attack,
Oh, okay.
just barely though. You can see him, and I kind of drew this earlier too. I'm gonna put these on here again. You see that he's like profusely dripping blood as he runs.
Oh.
And that is that. So he does not get to have his fancy turn. Next up is Roshia, followed by Pippi.
Okay. Oh, my stomach is really upset all of a sudden. Sorry. Who would? Would nah, all right. If I open the flask of holy water, would I be able to like set it down so I can dip my arrows in next time?
Yeah, we'll say you can dip with an action. We'll say you can dip however many arrows you would have shot with an attack. So 2?
2, yeah.
Sure.
So
So
I
you can
can-
use your action to dip a pair
This
of
time.
arrows. Yeah.
Alright, so I can only shoot one right now, sadly, since I'm using that action. But I'll
You're
use an
gonna shoot
action
one as
to
like a bonus action, or what?
You can only
I
shoot.
still-
You can only do 2 shots if you use your first action to
yeah,
shoot
but
an
I
arrow.
still get one. I can still
Uh-oh.
shoot one though, right?
Now their camera's
Or
getting
no.
taken
No.
to the digital zone.
You're
Yeah.
Oh,
you're using your
Oh,
action
no.
to dip your arrows. So unless you take the attack action as your first action, and then if you use the attack action for your first action, the only time you can use a second action is if it's an attack.
Yeah,
So-
unfortunately, it's not like Action Surge.
Yeah.
where you're actually getting 2 actions. It's just
Oh.
2 attacks with 1 action.
I'll still do it. I guess I'll just dip my arrows.
Okay. Still have a bonus
Can't
action?
build
Anything?
Bonus action.
I don't
Yeah.
have bonus action.
I mean, you got some, but I don't know that they're useful.
Well,
Yeah, click there and then go to there.
You've got movement as
Yeah,
well
the
if you want to try and
bonus.
move around.
Bonus action. Spell.
yeah, I want to stay where I am. I like my.
Okay.
And I can't use my Zephyr Strike,
I mean,
right?
you can, but it would be wasted. So,
Because I couldn't actually hit anything.
Right.
Yeah, so, no, I don't have any bonus actions. So no.
Okay. Next up then is Pippi, followed by Voxmillion.
These squiggly marks right there,
Uh-huh.
can I walk through them? Or are they barricades or something?
No, those are just like curtains. So I can actually just remove that.
it doesn't actually get wasted.
It doesn't completely like prevent your movement. It just mostly blocks vision.
Cool. I'm coming here. Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna come here because I want it to be a barrier against the children because I'm a very nice person.
That's
I
a
come
good
here.
point. And in fact, I need to move them all. They're going to be making their way that direction.
Why are they coming out?
I told
They
them
were
to.
told to.
Oh,
But the parents are definitely going to be taking the lead on that. They're not
Bad
going to let the kids
people.
go first. So that's where they go.
Good thing I have. Good thing I have advantage. 17 plus 7.
That hits. You got to beat a 18. I'm sorry, you got to beat a 15 actually. So that would have hit all by itself.
Oh, goody goody gumdrops.
18 is for your soldier buddies.
Alright, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 magical slashing damage.
Sorry, how much was that? 15
15.
against red. Okay,
Alright.
Mhm.
And 3 cold.
very good.
And I do it again. Well, that was a 2. 9 plus 7, 16
16 hits.
to hit. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 magical slashing damage.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
And 3 cold.
Very good.
And I'm not done yet. I will. I'll do my bonus action on red
Bonus action
Would-
con save.
con save. Are you rolling?
Oh, sorry. I was also responding to a message.
Oh,
That is an 8.
you fail. You are blinded.
All right.
And
blind
you take-
red.
6 radiant damage.
It's a good blind icon. He can
Eyeball.
have. Where's the eyeball?
It's one that looks like
Oh,
an
there
eye.
it is. Okay. There you go. Cool. Yeah, he's blinded. And then how much extra damage?
6 radiant.
6 radiant damage. Yeah, very good.
I done.
You see that with everybody kind of carving it away and smashing them with warhammers and all these things, he's looking pretty rough, but not quite ready to kill just yet. And that was it, you said?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, next up is Voxmillion, followed by Vadroth.
I am. Let me see. If this requires 2 hands. It does not. So I have my net on my hip, so I will take.
Mhm.
I will draw and attack with my net on this guy. So I just need to make an attack. I get advantage. Hold on, let me make
Yep,
sure I
he's
get the right
blinded.
effect here. Restrained. Let me double check restrained. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that. Dude, I can never hit with my freaking net. Every single time.
You never have.
I never have.
You hit once and then they
see.
cut it.
We'll say though that because you're within melee, like you go to swing your net over him, and when it becomes clear that you're gonna miss, you're able to just withdraw it.
Okay, yeah, I got a 10. So, oh wait, I have a bless.
Is it
11.
Or is it just like a
Yeah,
Dex or
unfortunately, that would miss.
Okay,
Damn.
I
Maybe
yeah,
you shouldn't
it's an
hit
attack.
with the
I
net
go to- I-
anymore,
I go to
Voxy.
like throw it over, and I like throw it really high to go over Uberheim's head, and the guy's like bending over, and I'm about to like scoop up Pippi with the net, so I just like ring it back, and I still have it, I guess, but that's my turn, I think. Yeah, shield up, blocking the dude. That's it.
All right, next up then is
God.
Vaydroth, followed by some NPCs and then Klobeck's on deck.
I'll be right back.
I'm going
So wow, this is
to
taking longer than I thought.
kind of turn back to these civilians and just kind of urgently wave them towards, get going. And I am going to. Why not just Eldritch Blast this red gentleman?
We are
Okay.
kind of
what did-
missing
what
like
did you say?
25 damage a turn.
What did you
With
say is the,
advantage.
'cause
he's
the
blinded.
gibbery gentleman.
Gibbery gentleman, that's right, yeah.
Gibbery
Oh,
gentleman.
that's right.
Everybody
he
loves
is
alliteration.
blinded.
So that is a 22
Super duper hits.
super duper 7 plus 4, so 11 force damage with my first bolt.
11 force damage, yeah. And with this first dirt clod impacting, you can see like he physically recoils like when he took the arrow, and
Alright.
looks like maybe he could keel over with
Yeah.
just another attack, but
Yeah, so he's gonna get one.
Mhm.
That is going to be another 22,
dang, super hits.
and he's gonna. Ooh, yeah, he takes 13 force damage.
Yeah,
this
with
time
13
as-
force damage. Yeah, describe how you'd like to kill him.
Well, crack of a bat, right through the stomach. Sand pouring out.
I love the
I've
consistency and
got the MO.
got the signature. I
Uh-huh.
appreciate that. Yeah, he in the same way as his friends, when you pierce his chest, just breathlessly falls to the ground.
You
Um,
appreciate his consistency, but not Pippi's.
Yep, no, that's not the
It
kind of
is-
consistency we want around here.
I found
I'm
a really great TikTok that describes Pippi.
Well, show it to us later.
Asshole.
What's up?
I'm going to clamber just up on top of the hand altar here
Okay.
again, and in my turn here.
All right. This
what's up?
soldier, red soldier, is wounded enough. He is going to disengage, and he's going to make his way around the backside of the altar here. So he will not get an opportunity attacked. Next up is Klobeck, followed by an Uberheim.
Klobeck has a hilarious idea. He's going to try this thing. So, Booming Blade requires the use of a melee weapon worth at least 1 silver.
Mhm.
If I make... Well, what I'm going to do is make an improvised weapon attack with this
Mhm.
vial of holy water and just smash it in its face.
Yeah.
I don't actually assume... Like, I'm pretty sure the holy water's not going to do shit, but I'm smashing him with a bottle that happens to have it in it.
Yeah, it
And,
says properties improvised weapon, so go for it.
So, therefore, Booming Blade.
Yeah.
'Cause I was thinking, I can't cast Booming Blade by hitting him with my ram head. but I can try to. Yeah.
Hmm.
So.
I'm sorry. This actually does say, in either case, make a range attack with the holy water as an improvised weapon. So if you're going to use it as
Well,
an
I'm not
improvised
using
weapon,
it as holy water. I'm using
Mhm.
just. I'm making an improvised weapon, melee weapon, out of this vial,
okay,
a
Sure.
glass vial. It happens to
go
have
for
holy water in it.
yeah,
I'm just bashing him with it.
do it up.
All right. Before I do that, since he moved out of the way, I'm gonna move here. Haha.
Try to practice my stabbing.
All right, so that's a like. I don't know what I add for improvised weapon. Just dexterity, I assume, or strength rather. Either way, that's like a 21 if it's just strength. Better if otherwise.
Seems like it's strength. So yeah, 21, that hits. Go ahead and roll 1d4 damage plus your sneak attack.
Right, sneak attack, and booming blade.
And we'll call this piercing damage for the purposes of.
Shards of glass. So it did break. All right.
No, it's just the cork end, and you bonk them with it.
Right, yeah.
Bludgeoning.
Do 1d2 cork damage.
Bonk damage.
Bonk damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta not roll 4d6. I roll 3d6. I'm used to rolling 4.
For that short
Alright.
sword.
It's weird. It's like you're a rogue
12
or something.
piercing. And then booming blade is 4.
Boom.
How much piercing?
Boom.
12 piercing.
Okay. And then
Or
you said
thunder.
4 booming, 4 thunder.
Yep. Or sorry, is it thunder? I think it's thunder.
Mhm.
The booming damage.
Yeah, boom damage.
Boomer damage.
Yeah, so you like grasp this vial and surround it in thunderous energy and crack it against this guy's head. It explodes with a thunderous eruption, glass and holy water going everywhere.
Got him. I'm going to put away one more vial because that's, interact thingy.
Mhm.
And I'm going to bonus action disengage and then step away and laugh at him. A little bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Sure. That all sounds fine. It's gonna be his turn next. And again, even with this explosion on the rear of him, he looks to see who's there, but doesn't like howl in pain or anything. And when he sees you not present, he'll turn back to Rhea and make his attacks against her, not wanting to move out of the range. That definitely
Damn.
hits.
I was hoping I could attract him.
In what way? Just kidding.
You forgot to roll to seduce. Come on.
Aha.
Thought he'd be seduced by my cackle.
Ha-cha-cha-cha. The second one misses. That's probably good. Third one definitely hits.
Ooh.
For 1 on the d4.
Wow.
So no problems. Captain Mantlemorn takes a few attacks, but she looks like she's doing just fine. Next up is Uverheim, followed by Mantlemorn. We'll have some cities move, and then it'll be back to the top of the round.
I move up there. I am flanking. Make attack with advantage. 15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Ooh, close.
That's the AC.
Booming blade, warhammer again.
Okay.
Oh,
you know what? I'm
12.
sorry. My mistake. He's actually going to use his reaction, and he's going to parry your attack.
Damn
So
it!
that will miss.
That was gonna be 12 plus more damage. Okay, that was my turn.
This was the only time I've had in the entire encounter to use any of their parry reactions, so I had to.
Oh, for my bonus action, since
Mm-hmm.
he angered me, I'm gonna put Hex on him,
Very
and
good.
it'll be on strength saves.
Strength saves. You got it.
Or-
Strength ability
yeah.
checks.
Yep.
Cool. Anything else for you?
That'll be it.
All right. Next up is Rhea Mantlemorn, who will make her attacks now with advantage thanks to your flank. And that's not enough still. She rolled a 7 and a 3 for a miss. Second attack with advantage. Better. Enough to hit. Good. And she does max damage. So she'll do a hefty hit against this man before giving up her turn. These NPCs will move, kind of trying to skirt combat, moving slowly, not wanting to attract attention and keeping children behind them. And that will be their turn. Next up is Scaredy Cat Soldier, who will repeat his wisdom save.
Don't be a
And
bitch.
continue to fail.
Oh,
So he will... Boy, combat is that way, so he's going to make his way up and behind the curtain over that way.
Didn't
So...
the source of his fear
next-
die?
Didn't what?
The source of his fear die? Just to get,
It's an affliction that he has because of an internal status rather than external status. So
PTSD.
Source of fear.
Yep, he has
yeah.
PTSD.
he is
He's running
scooping
from
himself
himself.
out. Next up is Roshia, followed by Pippi.
I cast therapy
Woo!
on Trevik.
That's right. Not a bad idea. Do any of you guys have calm emotions?
No.
So, I mean,
Is that
spoilers.
like an actual thing?
That's
Yeah.
an actual spell,
Yeah.
and that would
Mm.
actually make him auto pass his saves. So,
Damn it. Oh well. Okay, now that I have my 2 arrows, I'm gonna shoot my 2 arrows with the holy water.
okay. Shoot those arrows.
And I need extra d6 for the holy water damage. Alright. Um, 26 to hit.
Hits. Would you roll like a 9?
I rolled a 13.
Nice. I appreciate that. I
Uh,
super appreciate that.
I'm gonna re-roll my damage die. It stayed the same. That sucks.
It's almost
but that's
impossible
okay.
for you to miss, just so you're aware.
Yes,
you have
I
to
know.
roll a 1.
Imagine her at like level 15.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
that's going to be nutty.
5, 6, 7, 8, 11 damage.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Ion Zam. One more time. And oh, do I have to tell you what the holy water damage was?
Yes.
So
Some piercing, some radiant.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 4 was radiant.
Okay, so 7 piercing, 4 radiant.
I almost forgot, but I remembered.
When
And these-
your holy water dipped arrow pierces,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
see blood, but no other reaction. So there's not like a sizzling hiss. You don't see light explode from his chest or anything like that.
Good to know. Good to know. Still just gonna use it because I already have it. So.
Mhm.
30 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Misses.
Um,
Sorry.
um, he suddenly became
Sorry.
Tiamat, so you know,
Right?
unfortunately.
It's gonna be. I think it's the same damage. There's 7 piercing and 4 holy.
Very, very good. Yeah, you see he's starting to breathe heavy. You know, obviously the continuous wounding now taking its toll, but not ready to go down just yet. Anything else for you?
We'll see it.
All right, next up then is Pippi, followed by Voxmillion.
I'm trying to figure out how can I get over there without wasting a lot of movement.
You'd only be going
You've
through
got-
me. The other guys are dead.
She's got 25 to move though.
No, I have 35, so I can
Oh, you have
get there.
35. Okay, yeah, you can get there, no problem.
Okay.
She has tiny legs, so a corpse is actually quite the
Gotta-
obstacle.
gotta
Where
hurdle
did
it.
these hills come from?
So like
Just
Each one,
pounds
she
of
just kinda, like,
flesh.
Climbs
just
over,
stepping on their balls as she goes.
throws her leg over.
No, Yeah, I was
I
thinking
would.
like General Lee, freaking whatever those guys are. I forget their name all of a sudden, but the guys who slide across their hood.
Oh, I would just go on their
Dukes of Hazzard.
genitalities.
Okay, yeah,
Huh?
you step on their genitalities. Very good. Anything else?
That definitely sounds like something you do.
It would be. All right, I'm
You
gonna
can start
hit.
wearing like 6-inch stilettos.
Oh
Should.
god, some people are into
Should.
that.
I should.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yep.
Then you can be 3 foot tall.
I'm blue.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus action. My thing. I need a con save from you.
Okay, con save. He rolled a dirty 20.
He beat me. Okay. So now I'm just gonna attack him. I think I missed on my first one. 14.
14 does miss. Gotta be a
Only
15.
Oh yeah. I'll hit him again. That's a 19 plus 7.
That hits.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 magical slashing
Very good.
and 3 cold.
3 cold. Yeah, likewise from the first guy who went down green. Looks like he's losing a lot of blood.
That is all I got.
Alright, next up then is Voxmillion, followed by Vedra.
I will shuffle up here, cast yet again Toll the Dead on that guy, and then finish my movement down here trying to follow the coward. So a wisdom save, 16 please.
Okay, wisdom save. He rolled a 13.
Finally.
Yeah.
Ooh, pretty good. Oh, that's a 9. So 15 necrotic.
15 necrotic damage. Yeah, how would you like to kill this
Wow.
guy?
Nice.
I
Why
think
killing Yellow Soldier.
Yeah, I think Voxman will just go up here, look over him, and just kind of reach his hand out, and kind of the opposite of what he does. You know, obviously he feels life and gives life and stuff. He just feels like he's taking away the energy of this guy he's killing, so he has the power to give life to those who, in his eyes, deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely. With necrotic damage ringing in
That's
his
pretty metal.
ears. You successfully what's the word I'm thinking of? You decline his right to life. And he goes down. And actually with that'll be the end of our combat for now. So we're gonna be out of initiative order. So we have one critically wounded soldier who's currently fleeing for his life, one soldier down, and another critically wounded soldier kind of panting and holding the wounds on his chest over by the entrance to the crypt below. So as combat ends and these all the remnants of battle kind of come to an end, what would you guys like to do?
I will run to the coward dude and try and persuade him that everything's okay, everyone's dead, and to come down below with us. And also
Yeah,
tend
do
to his
that
wounds.
persuasion roll.
Tend to his wounds a bit with a medicine check, if that's okay. Persuasion is an 18.
Yeah, he kind of like sits there and hyperventilates, and you can see him even like cover his mouth for a second as he recognizes the effort and like is slowly convincing himself to calm down again. He stays in place and allows you, as he kind of like recenters himself to work on his wounds. We'll say he regains some, will to live, some will to fight, though
Some
less
control.
quantifiable.
Sure.
And so, anything else?
I'm gonna loot the bodies.
Yeah, do it.
Sure. Yeah. So each of these, who all is investigating in total? We got a Klobek and Roshia. Anyone else? Nope.
I
Okay,
got
so both of
red, I
you-
guess.
Yeah. Give
Oh,
me
actually,
investigation rolls, and I'll
Klobek-
just have that be for the whole pile.
Klobek has a different objective in mind, actually, so he's
Oh,
not going to
well,
join
then
in the
just-
investigation.
Just Roshia then, I guess.
Okay.
What's my investigation, sir?
yours is that.
I got a 15.
15, yeah, with the 15, you're able to kind of identify the equipment that these guys were wearing. You kind of pick them over. They don't have any like pouches of money, and the studded leather that they're wearing is pretty well slashed apart after the beating that they just took. But they do have a scimitar and a dagger each, if you would like to pick those up. And there is also the blue Hellrider soldier currently laying unconscious but stabilized on the ground. He has his equipment as well.
I wasn't gonna pick apart him.
After
well, I
a-
remember you said something about it after he went down, but yeah, that's fine.
after I
Oh,
got
did I say it?
after I got Yellow
Yeah.
kind of heading back towards the hand, I would have gone to him and had the other guard who's injured help me take him down.
Okay.
Before
While-
Vakhtang gets
Oh.
here,
I told
Mhm.
Klobeck to get blue, thinking blue was the actual bad guy and not a. That's my bad.
There is two blues.
There's
One
blue
was a
right
bad
there.
guy and one was a friend.
Oh well, I was not trying to pickpocket the friend. I'm
No
just putting
worries.
it out there.
I think it was something like make sure we get the holy vials off of him, but he's
Oh,
alive, so
right. If he was dead, yes. But
Yeah.
he's not dead, so.
no worries.
so I wanna
Yes.
talk to
So
this NPC here,
which one?
the civilian dude.
Okay. And what would you like to say to the halfling father leading his wife and 4 children towards safety?
I want to say, listen, it's dangerous. You need to protect your family. I've got these vials of holy water here. I'll give you a discount.
Okay.
Give
I mean, how much are you trying to charge him for?
I wanted
Uh,
one.
What's
12
your
and a
hustle?
half gold.
12 and a half gold. Okay.
So,
So give me
the D&D Beyond quotes them as 25 gold, apparently.
Yes. Yes. They are.
So half that, 12 and a half.
Give me a persuasion roll with disadvantage as they try to push past you towards the opening of this altar.
Am I still blessed?
It's only attack rolls and saves. It's not a.
Oh, saves, right. Okay. Disadvantage. Here we go. Oh, a 20 and a 2.
Oh, damn. Oh.
Oh, damn.
I was ready to go on that 20. I was like, okay, how does he like fumble for money quickly enough? But
Yeah,
Oh.
I got a 5 total persuasion.
all right. He'll just like wave to you to be like, voice down, and like just try to move past you and like be a physical barrier between you and his family as they move past behind him.
As
Smart.
he says, keep your voice down, I'll say quite loudly, sorry, what?
he'll just be frustrated with you as he like hurries this group of people along, his children, his 4 halfling children.
Stay safe!
They're so
Stay
tiny.
safe down in that hole!
Klobeck,
Mhm.
can I please have a vial of holy water?
5 gold.
No.
Okay, I walk over to Blue Soldier and I take his files and I hand one to her.
It's already healed.
No,
Okay,
he's-
I take one from his
So
live
yeah, order of
self.
operations.
He's
He's
unconscious.
still stabilized on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh, okay.
unconscious.
He's just stable.
Even if he's fully awake, I would pull one off of his chest and hand it to her.
Yeah, and we'll say in the cleanup of this battle, like the sleight of hand check not needed. There's enough chaos of people trying to hustle and find, check the dead and things like that, that you just pull a holy water vial off his chest and you hand it to Roshia.
I come around the corner and I see him doing this. Say, "Oh, good, Klobeck. Can you help me carry him down? You're getting his arms. That's great."
Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, perfect.
And I go get his legs.
Very good. Yeah, you guys do, and we'll say that the other 2 soldiers kind of gather near the opening here. Vadrath, I see you moved
Yeah,
northward.
who's this person? We didn't kill this person. Are they a leftover from before?
If you want to check, give me an investigation roll.
Investigate.
That is a 5 in total.
5. So you kind of reach down and you do the like pat pat pat,
Yeah.
and as you do, this person's hand grabs your wrist, and its eyes open,
Oh.
and
I
You fell for my
immediately
trap.
immediately jump back.
okay,
Again, they're not, like,
yeah, we'll
grabbing
say
Lack of
me or-
opportunity.
you jump back, and this person he sits up after you jump back, and he just looks at you. He's like, is it safe?
Who the fuck is that?
I suppose that depends.
I
on
would like to
who-
come and see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. As soon
Yeah,
as I heard
you
something, I would have been
you
over
drop
there.
the soldier where he lays, or
No,
I
no.
have his feet.
Towards the front, I would point to the other 2 guards and say, "Take this man down. See that he gets some help, and place him down gently, and transfer ownership, and then move."
okay. So while he's transferring ownership, Vaydroth, what was the line of questioning you went with?
Oh, I said it depends on your definition of the word safe. If you're worried about, fiends, demons, men-like creatures with no discernible sense of feeling, yes, it seems like we're temporarily safe for the time being.
He says, "Oh, thank God," and he gets to his feet and starts making towards the opening. So
Uh,
you guys would all see him like get up and like start walking past you.
May I guidance myself and insight check this mother trucker?
Sure, yeah.
You don't want to go out there, sir.
He's not going out anywhere. He's
He's
headed
going
for
towards
the
He wants to go
Opening.
down.
downward.
Oh, that opening. I thought you meant like just the front door opening. Okay.
24.
24. Yeah, he. So what exactly are you inciting? Like, what are you trying to
I
discern?
want to see if this is a spy trying to get down into the resistance. I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
You think?
I think that this is a person trying to bluff their way down into see what's up.
Okay. So you're trying to tell by like body language or by mannerisms and speech whether he's acting shifty.
Yeah, like watching the conversation Vaydroth just had, asking the questions like, if you mean, devils and fiends, and yeah, you're good, and him being like, oh yeah, those aren't my friends, or oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm worried about. And
I
then
probably would have
I would
stopped him from going down as well.
yeah, and I'd follow
While
up
Vox
with
kinda-
where'd you come from? Who are you?
Where did you come from?
Cotton
Where
Eye
did you
Joe.
go?
Yep. I would have like
I'm
grabbed his
Cotton Eye
shirt
Joe.
and just been like, "Whoa!"
And as you grab his shirt and you see, like, Voxmillion, you're checking him over, you see just like a momentary panic take over him. It's more of a sensitivity to survive. Like, if you're trying to intuit by body language and like tone of voice, he is extremely nervous. So he doesn't seem like, like, I'm rubbing my mustache and I'm gonna get these guys, but more like, oh fuck, like this is my only chance, I gotta go.
Okay, so that doesn't sit well with me at all. I'd say, yeah, like, who are you? Does anyone know who you are?
I'm Seltern, Obranch. I worked with the resistance here. I was and he like holds his hands open to you, and a whole pile of good berries appear, and he's like, this is all I was good for. I was feeding people. I just need to get out of here.
Who in the resistance do you know that would know you? Give me a name.
He thinks for a second. I'm actually looking because I need to relook up her name, but
The main chick.
yeah, the main chick. He'll name Acolyte Jenkins as his reference. I was, like I said, I was providing food. Please just let me go down there.
I tell him no, and hope that my fellows will back me up and say, no, but you can stay up here with us while we go get Acolyte Jenkins to verify you.
Okay.
And I will just look to the others and
Yep.
Rashid, will
I
you
can-
watch him and I'll go see if I can grab her?
Yeah, I said I could hold him, or you could hold him and I could Misty Step.
I'm
Get
happy
there.
to
I'll-
kill him for you.
He will, upon hearing all of this, means to like restrain and withhold. He'll wild shape down into, we'll say like a little puppy dog, and he'll go, please, and he'll do
Oh.
like cute puppy begging.
Oh, so
now
cute!
I'm
I'll
just-
give him scratches.
Holding a dog now instead of
Give
his
him
shirt, I guess.
Yeah, this is like we'll call it like a little poodle, you know, with the curly hair and like all of that. So you got a poodle in your arms.
All right, hurry up, Fox.
I run downstairs and ask around for Acolyte Jenkins and ask if they know of a Salterno branch who provided good berries and is able to shapeshift into an animal, and give a brief
Pat him on
description
the head.
and ask if this is someone who can be trusted.
And we'll say, as that's happening, you know, like civilians are being moved into this space. They're headed down the ladder. You know, time continues to pass. And, you know, the wounded, stabilized soldiers move downstairs. So is anybody else doing anything else while this person is being verified? Yes.
When I see Vox dealing with that, I'm looking over this yellow guy's shoulder, all twitchy like, and I pull yellow guy to the side. Hey, listen, man, you gotta protect yourself. I understand how you feel.
Yeah.
This is the last. This is the last of the holy water.
Okay.
I'll give it to you for a discount.
I don't get paid that much. What do you want?
10 gold.
All right, let me roll. Let me just roll his wisdom save again.
10
This would
gold
normally be for
is a
his.
lot of money.
It is. These guys are the cathedral guard, though. Not paid a
Also
lot,
true.
but he would have
These are
some
desperate
honor.
times.
They're
Look at all
desperate
this.
times.
There's demons
gonna
and devils
roll.
about.
What would normally have been his wisdom save, which he fails. So yeah, he'll just like carte blanche. He'll dig in his purse and be like, yeah, and he'll hand you. How much did you ask for?
10 gold.
10 gold. He'll give you 12 gold.
Oh, of
12
course he
gold.
will.
All right.
He won't have even counted it. He'll just be like, hey, yeah, I will. Just let me have the holy water.
I love that you're like getting all this money and then you will have no time to spend it probably.
Right?
Made a sale.
Cha-ching! Nice doing business. Cool. Okay, so if there's nothing else, then we'll say that, you know, Voxmillion gets down to where Acolyte Jenkins is. You're able to successfully verify that, yes, this druid was one that they had been working with previously. He's been in the cathedral for as long as the resistance was held up there. Presumed, you know, lost in the attacks. They weren't sure what happened to him when, you know, they all ended up downstairs, and you know, multiple people and soldiers were lost track of. But yeah, they're super familiar with him. He had been providing food, like he claimed. So at least for the information you were trying to verify, it checks out.
Cool. I will come back up and just kind of pop my head out and be like, well, they verified that he's good to go. So, I mean, it's on their hands now. So let's everyone head on in, and I'll kind of wave on whoever else is still up here.
I'm
He's
standing
so
there counting
cute,
coins.
Foxy.
I'm gonna put him on the ground and be like, all right, you're not gonna go down the ladder as a dog, I assume.
And yeah, he immediately like unwild shapes and is back to his druidic form. You know, he's boy, what race is he? This is
Looks like a halfling or something.
yeah, you know, it
That's
doesn't
exactly
actually
what he
specify.
is.
So yeah, he's a halfling, and you know, so he doesn't get too much taller than his little poodle form, but he says, "Oh, thank you. I'm not sure I was going to be able to do that much longer. Please, can we go?"
Is he wearing any like jewelry that I can check real quick?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
I like you better as a poodle. And I walk down the
Oh.
stairs.
Damn.
That's funny.
7. What is that? It's really hard to read. 18.
18. Yeah, you're able to kind of like give him a once over. Are you trying to like dig through his pockets, or you just want to like see what's
Uh,
there?
Just trying to see if there's like any necklaces or rings or anything that seem weird that he shouldn't have.
Let me look this one up.
He's got a necklace with his address on it.
Oh, my hip is stuck.
do. Yeah, you see around his neck what looks like a little wooden pendant with like a green oak leaf in it.
That's nice. What's that from? And I just
Uh,
point at it.
This well, when we were back on the surface, I guess this is my my focus. This is how I talked with Sylvanas. Um,
Windrunner?
Not Windrunner.
Mhm.
If you want to know who that is, then give me like if you don't already know, give me a history check.
God, I'd have to go back in my things. The name sounds so familiar.
Oh, I've got it written down.
Can
I do have it written down
Can I
somewhere.
do a
Don't wanna look.
religion check? I already know what it is, but I want to see if Fox does.
Yeah,
9.
Oh God, a 6.
I don't know.
9, 6. Anybody else? That's
Uh,
it. Okay, so pretty much less than average
I
rolls.
got a 12.
12. So with the 12, yeah, you would have heard maybe the name mentioned once or twice, and you'd even be able to be like, oh yeah, Sylvanas, like it's one of the prime material gods, isn't it? That's what you would recollect.
Okay.
Boring.
when he
My
asked
material.
if he can come down, I'll kind of up the ladder a bit. I'll just kind of extend my hand out for him to shake and introduce myself. Foxamillion Clogman Wintergarten II. Nice to meet you. And as I'd kind of walk with him going down the quarters and stuff and ask him about what he's doing to feed the people and creating food and water, and if there's any others that are able to do the same thing, and get kind of a bead on they're able to sustain their current situation.
Um,
And you don't have to go
So,
into
yeah.
detail, but I would show like
Yeah, I'll
go
give you
to her
the,
humanitarian mode.
Yeah, and I'll give you the overview outline. Yeah, he was providing food. He already showed you guys, like the good berry. So he's providing sustenance in the sense that like the good berry is enough to sustain somebody for an entire day, and it was something that he was able to cast multiple times. He would explain like, we used to have, connection. We were able to get over to the food stores, but yeah, not since the attack. Um, he's been laying there feigning death for days. Yeah, I mean that's what he tells you as you guys move down. I'm gonna go ahead and swap maps one more time so we can get back down into the crypt here, and I'll move everybody once again where they go.
Do
So
are we
yeah, you guys would all arrive pretty much like that.
are we in a do like minutes and seconds still count, or are we able to take short rests?
We'll say if you guys are going straight back to this like main crypt area, then you guys can take some time for a short rest and to recover. Use your hit dice if there's anything else anybody else would like to do that can happen either before, in tandem, or after. You guys just let me know.
I would like to like go into the center, like just not work, but like talk to people and get a feel for what's going on while taking the short rest.
Sure.
I assume I'll learn about the fountains, and I would like to dump out I like to dump out 13 of my water skins and fill them
Yes.
all up with holy water.
You may do that.
Fantastic.
The holy water, the level of the water in this fountain does not decrease despite the volume you're taking from it.
Very good. And then I would also like to
I'm going to move you guys here. You guys just let me know if there's somewhere else you would like to be, but I'm going to put you all in this space.
let me know how, if this is possible. I'd like to open up my bag of holding and just fill it with holy water.
Okay. So that's like getting into liquid dynamics and stuff, right? Because it can hold up to what? How many cubic feet is it?
Where
I'm gonna fill up my one empty flask.
Six,
I have now
64
2
cubic
flasks.
feet.
64 cubic feet. So, how much stuff is in there already? Like, I'm not.
You know what?
I haven't checked.
I don't want to do that. I don't. That's too ridiculous. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to bother with all that tedious stuff and then stuff be floating in, have parchment and shit in there. I'm just going to fill 13 of my
Probably
water, 13 of my water skins up. I'm sorry, 14 of my water skins up with holy water.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, easily done. Like I said, the water level doesn't recede at all as you fill up all of these water skins with holy water.
And I'm going to think of some questions that I'll ask like the commoners and the leader and stuff, but I'll type those up later so I have time to think about it and other people can talk and stuff. And I'll just send it to you and I'll post it in Descent chat because I would have shared all this information with you guys.
So I think as you guys arrive, this Acolyte Jenkins will address you all, be like, "Oh, good, okay, you made it back. Very low casualties, I see. Who is the leader? Who should I be speaking to?"
That'd be me.
That would be me.
Okay, both of you give me a contested persuasion roll if you believe that to be true. Deception if you know you're lying.
That would be Vox.
I step up just next to her and I'd say, I think it's me.
I want to
17.
see their persuasions roll.
Okay, yeah. Everybody roll off. I want to see who she believes.
Okay, I'll roll
17.
too.
17.
16.
18? 16, okay, so Uberheim is the leader right now.
It's Vox.
It is not Vox. He just
Quebec-
talks the most.
Were you in the
8
contention for that?
Ocho.
8 the Ocho, yeah. So Uberheim catches her ear as the most trustworthy fellow, and she looks to Vox on his recommendation and says, so thank you, first of all, for, obviously defending this location. I apologize that I couldn't risk more. If you had failed, I needed to make sure that we still had some line of defense down here. How is it up there?
Expensive.
Bloodbath. There was a lot of casualties up there, but good thing is none of your guys. We saved them. You're welcome.
We're all talking over each other, and that's
That's
exactly
right,
how
yeah.
it happened.
That's exactly how it's happening. That's how I'm taking it.
I don't say anything. I just sit
There's
there
a lot
quietly.
of dead things. It was a lot of fun.
She'll take all of this input in the periphery and continue making eye contact with you, Voximilian.
Once it kind of quiet down, I kind of wait a beat, and I'll say, all they say is true. And while I might,
Of course it is. And why would I lie about that?
while I might speak sometimes for the group, I'm not the leader of them. We all make a collective decision for what's best for all of us. Any one of us,
I'm just gonna nod.
any one of us
Like-
leading the group would not have led to our success. So it's a culmination of all of us. But it is bad
That
out there.
seems challenging.
It's very challenging, and I kind of tilt and turn my head a bit
Barely
towards
get
Pippi.
anything done.
I look over at Voxy and I'm like, it is.
And
Believe me, lady, it is.
I say,
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Every point fingers every direction.
I just kind
Hershey's
of,
just in the corner shaking her head.
I just kind of
like a
rub
fucking
my
god.
temples a bit, and I say, but even worse, there's a floating rock spire floating this direction. At the mouth of the gate on the exterior of the cathedral, there is a rider of a flame horse that is amassing an army to strike this location. Do you have
You
any
see her expression become very somber at that news.
is there any sort of exit or tunnels or some other way to get these people out? Because I don't think this place is going to be able to be held for much longer.
So we do have a means of escape, though not to safety. Underneath this fountain just behind us, and she'll motion to the one you guys have all been filling your water skins in front stuff from. Beneath this is a secret passage, actually, that Grand Duke Ravengard took to. He said he was looking for some kind of artifact that might help the city's defense, But that was so long ago. He never came back, so we assume there's danger on the other end of that tunnel. If we have to, we can use it. Although I would rather, I mean, that be a last resort. From what he told me, this leads to, um, it leads to the Grand Cemetery, which I can't imagine is a wonderful place to be. Certainly not safe.
I would agree with you. But with I'm not sure. You haven't seen what's coming our way. Destruction.
Well,
The end of this place is coming here. So whatever is on the other
unfortunately,
side of this passage could only be a better chance of survival.
I assume you mean that Zariel has come for us herself. Um,
Is
if that's the
Ariel
case, then
the
there's no. Yeah,
is Ariel the one? Is the flying rock spire? Is that specifically Zariel's
Castle.
main? Yes, castle.
it's not the first time that spire has visited Elturel. Unfortunately, we've been subjected to it once before, and she did make a brief appearance. Many lives were lost. That was the first day we were here. If she's returned, then it can only be to finish us off, I assume.
What did she say when she first came?
Uh she's like struggling to remember because a month ago in survivor terms is like a
Forever.
lifetime.
Yeah.
And you can see the like cloud of uncertainty and just the total amount of time that's passed kind of go across her face and through her eyes as she struggles to remember. She said something that like that we were her property, that uh, Elturel was hers to do as she wished. She was eradicating. I forget who she said she was fighting.
Yeah,
Um,
that would be true. There was a pact that made Etrell and everybody that resided in it hers.
how is that? What do you know about that?
I would look over at Captain Mantelmorn, who knows it, and say, "Can you respond? Can you reply with
DM, will you
what
please
that
tell the
says?"
DM how this works?
No, Captain
Uh,
Mantelmorn would know every word of it because she
It
took
Yeah.
was
it
clearly
She took the oath.
the oath.
one of those guys that like owned the town. He like signed the contract saying like it was hers
Thavius
or
Creed.
something. Yeah, that guy. And then like
Ah.
it
Yeah.
happened.
And Mantelmorn will chime in at this point, and she'll just point at the book that this acolyte has been clutching to her chest this whole time, the one that she opened when you guys arrived. And she'll say, "It's in the Creed Resolute."
Yes. She made a pact in the Creed Resolute, which ended, which is why Elturel fell. Now, that part of the bargain's been completed. There's no change in that. But what happens next is what hopefully we can change into, the outcome that we want, which is obviously getting all these people back and getting Elturel and the companion back to the surface world. Now, if
You
Grand
see
Duke,
her
Mhm.
kind of take that information in and unbind the book one more time, the way that she did when you guys arrived, and just kind of like she's slowly flipping through the pages as you guys are speaking.
if Grand Duke Ravengard left to go find an artifact that could bolster the defenses, I think it would be important for us to go and assist him or pick up where he might have fell behind. Did he go by himself?
No, he was here with many of his personal guard. And she'll point to Pippi, still in her gauntlet regalia, and a Flaming Fist. He was here with some of the Flaming Fist elite. We honestly we begged them to stay, but he was determined to find something, a helm, a helm of Torm, something like that. He said that it was probably in the graveyard, the Grand Cemetery. Although I don't know how he came to that information.
I think the specifics of how are beyond the need for understanding. I think action is what's going to help us make a change. And I'll kind of turn to
Now let's kill some things.
I'll turn to my group and say, what do you guys say? Should we head towards this graveyard and attempt to find either Grand Duke Ravengard, or if not, find this Helm of Torn?
Are we going to
Last-
try and go 9-9 first or not?
Yeah, we
I
should
don't
probably
think
go
we
to
get a
sleep first.
full long rest, do we? But while
we
she was
can.
looking through her book, I want to like totally peek over her shoulder, read over her shoulder.
Sure. Yeah. Give me an investigation check
Also,
as
really
you
check.
attempt to do that.
Time check.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't really
we're
know
at the
what
breaking
it-
point. We're gonna end probably with this
Okay.
interaction, and
Yeah.
Just wanna
then
make sure.
yep,
28.
28. Yeah, with a 28, you're able to look, and what you see is just pages and pages of names printed, and then next to them in the column over, signatures. Just rows upon rows upon rows of names and signatures. This seems to be at least one of the records of every citizen you would recognize who's ever taken the oath of the Creed Resolute.
Oh, so Captain Mantamorn is in there.
Yeah, and we'll even see as she turns the page, she gets to the M's, and you do see a name Rhea Mantlemorn pass by. With a 28, you would be able to pick out some individual names, and that one would be familiar.
I believe.
Uh,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No.
Okay, I was gonna say I would be familiar with Torm, because that is very much in line with Helm.
Mhm.
Even a familiar symbol to the Order Gauntlet as well. So I would just say, I think finding an artifact of Torm here in Hell, in the Nine Hells, would serve us very well. It could only be a quite a boon to our defenses and our abilities to fight off this scourge.
He seemed to
Yeah,
be
sure. I mean, the
very
runes helped
convicted.
on the
That's true.
bridge.
Yeah, and you would
as
also
well.
remember back to those were Torm's bridges even.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the magic you activated was of Torm, so very familiar.
Yep, yep.
Great. Well, we'll say then, unless you have another question immediate.
I would ask. I mean, I hear us talking about a long rest. I know mechanically I friggin' need one, but it's like early ass in the day. And then we have an army marching on us, so time is ticking. You know, we can't take a long rest every time we're down a bit. So I don't just kind of
I'm
above board. But
just
also
named.
not like what do you guys want to do? I mean, I know we could all benefit from taking a minute here.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm good to go.
I'm good to go.
I'm virile.
Good.
Rogues.
Right.
I
Well,
don't need any rest.
let's go then.
I do some jumping jacks.
Can I hit my short
Does
rest?
anyone have any extra arrows here? Any extra silver ones? I don't know where this lady got her silver ones.
We don't have any arrows here at all, actually.
Oh.
We
Okay.
didn't anticipate needing them in such tight quarters. We felt that swords and shields would make a better phalanx, and no way really to shoot through. So, fortunately, unless you came upon something upstairs, we don't have any extra anything for that matter.
That's okay. I figured I'd ask. At least I got some.
If you all are going after Grand Duke Ravengard, at least allow me to show you the way, and she'll pull one of like a small lever that was hidden underneath the lip of the side of this fountain, and it slides out of the way, creating a opening like right here. So I'll just go ahead and highlight that. Do you see that
Yeah.
highlighted area? Or I'm going to make that
Yep.
magenta at least, so it's a little bit easier to see. Bong. And so you see a small passage open. Just as a clarifying question, you guys are not taking a long rest.
No, long rest. I'm fine.
Really? I mean, this is going to be the safest place to long rest compared to when we get out. I understand that time is ticking, but this is going to be a really great spot to do it.
Yeah, but we can come back after we hopefully find the thing.
I do agree with you, Pippi. This would be probably one of the safest places to do such a thing. Maybe we could go back up top and just kind of see what the progress is of those. Oh, Travis had to go. See what the progress is of their mounting attack is.
Sure. You guys can just tell me what I need to do.
Yeah.
Good, short or long.
I mean, I'm fine with the short rest too. I still have some stuff.
I still got stuff, and my health's fine. And
So
I'm fine
if you
either
guys
way.
are going up to check to see the progress of their, because they were organizing the last you checked. You looked over the ramparts.
yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
I'd go up and
when
check.
you look up there, what you guys would see is now total chaos at the gates. There is no longer any like neat rows of lined up fiends, no more devils all like organizing ready to go. There is a massive battle taking place in that space. You see slain fiends or slain devils, you see slain demons. There is this massive like boy, how best to describe this? So you guys have you all played League of Legends? Everybody's played League of Legends. So you know the
No.
big like, rocky guy who's just like
Malphite?
big and he Malphite, exactly right. So think of him except made out of like chitinous bone with blades coming up both forearms and like spikes all up the shoulders. There is a massive what looks like demon occupying the center space of that gate with many smaller demons kind of swarming around and fighting with several of the devils there. The Flaming Cavalier seems to be directly engaged with this hulking demon, and there's an ongoing battle in that space.
Does this seem like, oh, it's just another place in hell where this, endless war is just taking place and just happens to be in front of here? Or does this seem like a point of interest where one of the two are trying to overcome the other to then take over the cathedral?
I will say that in all of the travel you did through the city, you guys didn't see a single demon. You guys saw only devils
Devil.
until the fighting broke out here. So this could be an extension of that battle. This could be, a concentrated invasion from a third party. It's hard to tell just from the fighting that's happening in front of you here. They definitely don't look. I'll just say, like, by the way I described this hulking demonic figure, they don't look friendly.
Right. Voxamillion would vote to go immediately.
But they might still be friendly. Doesn't matter what they look like.
I don't think any.
So
we'll make a deal.
devils are friendly.
Yeah, based on the information, we'll in interest of ending tonight and wrapping this up, we'll just say who all is in favor of taking a long rest and who all would like to continue immediately. Just go ahead and sound off.
Continue immediately.
Continue.
Continue.
All right, that sounds pretty
You're
resounding.
muted, Amanda.
I guess we will continue.
All right, so we will resume next session. You guys will start making your way through this tunnel and out of the crypt of the High Hall, where you guys had been. And we'll pick up with that storyline as it goes.
Oh, before we leave,
Oh, hey, yeah, go ahead. I have one
uh,
more piece of information also.
you go ahead. It takes me a second. Go ahead.
everybody, please level up to level 6.
Yes.
Hermigerd.
Oh my god, I actually get my fucking level 3 spell slots.
So how
Sorry.
does
I'm
So,
not ready to
You
level
don't
up.
benefit from a long rest, but you
Okay.
do get to level up.
Ah.
Get leveled up in that seat.
I would like to ask around to any of the casters or holy people to see if any of them have any sort of trinkets of any kind that I might need for spell casting. Signet rings were 50 gold. There was a list I made, but I don't know where it is now. But there's like a handful of things. Is there any chance anyone would have any of that, or is this?
Sorry, was that a question for me?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would be
Okay.
asking the people down here, all these people down here, if anyone has any sort of you know how some spells require material components that cost money. I would ask if anyone has, hey, do you have any rings? People that are spellcasters, I'd be like, yo, we're trying to do this. We're trying to find, Grand Duke Ravengard. Do you have this? I can have. Like
And
as
you
I'm
would
like
be able to
patching
tell
people up and
as
stuff.
you you come by and you offer your assistance and you give them kind of like a once over. Unfortunately, these are all like just commoners. These are all people who gathered here as a last ditch effort, and they don't seem to even be magically inclined. Most of them.
Even
Vaydroth was the
Jenkins.
has her Tome of the Creed Resolute, and what looks like a holy symbol to Torm, but otherwise doesn't have like a component pouch. Unfortunately, they're not able to offer you like material components.
Cool. I'm multi-classing into Bard.
Hell yeah. That's been a long time coming. That's been like a couple months of planning finally coming to fruition.
Yep.
What did he do that was bard like recently?
Pan flute.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yep, he's been playing his musical instrument for you guys for a few weeks already.
That's true. That's true.
Well, very cool, everybody. This should give you enough time. Leveling up at the end of the session is always nice because you have a whole entire week to kind of figure out what you want to do. No rush on that. Feel free to take the whole 7 days or even the last 15 minutes before next session to decide on what you want. But
Nope,
for when
I'm
we come
done.
back, yep, I believe that as a barbarian, that resounds with me very well. But yeah, for next session, make sure you're level 6. Although, like we said, yeah, no benefit of a long rest this time.
Stupid.
Do I get
Okay.
the additional features as a bard from Tasha's?
Yes, for this campaign, take optional features as much as you like.
Okay.
I got a lot. I picked a few.
Did you end up going with another level on Ranger?
Yeah. I don't get much of anything. It just makes 2 of my features like I get extras
Makes
for
them
those.
super dope.
Yeah, like my favorite foe, I think I get an extra D6.
It becomes a D6 instead
Oh, it becomes
of
a
D4.
D4, right? And then I think my speed went up by 5. Yeah.
Holy crap.
And my climbing and swimming speed is equal to my walking speed.
Yeah, you're a natural explorer. Did you ever choose a favored terrain for that?
I'm a
She has the
Deft
optional feature
Explorer.
Deft Explorer,
I
which
don't have
replaces
that.
the
Okay.
Natural Explorer.
Got it. Okay, and so that one is so you're like roving at this point.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm a rover.
You're a wander rover.
I should take a level in Warlock.
Ew.
So we can
Do
have
it.
3.
We need 3
4.
hexes floating around here. Yeah.
1, 2,
What is
3, 4. Yeah, that'd be 4.
what is
Who's the 4th warlock?
Doesn't Uverheim have
Yeah, so that's 1.
Yeah.
And then Vaydroth.
Pippi? Oh, Pippi's not a Warlock.
No.
I'm
Pippi's not a
thinking of
warlock.
Relitha.
Yeah.
So you beat the 3rd one.